Hi, welcome to Kuzo's Lab, a lab that consists of all the things that I love to do. Today we are in the language lab. We're basically learning Polsku. We're learning Polish. So, yeah, I basically, just to give context, I basically bought a Polish course, and that's how I'll be actually learning Polish. So, yeah, it's kind of like how I learned how to speak German. That's basically a course, and then you take it from there. DIY. What can you do? So yeah, basically we'll be recapping what I did here. I mean, this was the first lesson. It's basically some basic things, and yeah, we're going to movies today. Dzień dobry. Dzień dobry. Like I say, that's all I know for now. So let's dive straight into the lesson, right? Let's take out my pens here. Put everything on the side. So, like I said, I bought a young course, and I basically tried to write down some things here that I hope we're going to learn today together, right? So the basic rules in Polish, right, which are in Polish there are no articles. So for example, n, the, so it's hotel. It's not the hotel, for example, right? And for beginners, obviously the word order does not matter. Of course, it will matter in the in the future, but for now, just trying to put sentences together, right? So let's learn our first Polish word together. The first Polish word we're gonna learn is pięknie. So pięknie basically means beautiful, right? For example, hotel jest pięknie. So that means the hotel is beautiful. And then I've got our second word, which is tu or tutaj. Tu slash tutaj, which means here, right? So to be Sabrina jest tu or Sabrina jest tutaj. So that means Sabrina is here, right? So let's put what we've learned together this far. Okay, hotel jest tu albo tu jest hotel. So that means the hotel is here, or tu jest hotel, right? Okay, cool, we got that. The third one is tam, and tam means there, right? So is Daniel jest tu, hotel jest tam. So that means Daniel is here, hotel is there. Okay, right? So Daniel jest tu, hotel jest tam. Okay, pięknie hotel jest tu. Tu jest pięknie hotel. So the beautiful hotel is here. Pięknie hotel jest tu. Tu jest pięknie hotel. Hotel. Hey, not in English, hotel. Tu jest pięknie hotel. Okay. And then we have ale. Ale. So from the first lesson that I learned, it's ale has multiple meanings. So it can be used as but, what, or how. So I think it's one of those things like, is contextualized. So for example, Lisa jest tu, ale tam jest hotel. So Lisa is here, but the hotel tam is there. Lisa jest tu, ale tam jest hotel. And then also adjective change depending on the gender. Here comes the gender thing again, man. Here comes the gender thing again. So adjectives change depending on the gender, right? Okay. So pięknie changes to piękna because we're referring to, like, let's say, for example, a girl. So it will be Angelica jest piękna. So Angelica is beautiful, if that makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense, right? Piękna. Not with the Y anymore, but with the A. Right? Okay. 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 So that's what we learned so far. Propose school. Okay. Then we're going to move on to this. Literally like Tor. Yes, Adam. Which means this is Adam. Tor means this. So Tor means this. So Tor jest Adam. Tor jest Adam. Right? Tor jest Adam. Right? Tor jest Lisa. This is Lisa. Tor jest Adam. Tor jest Lisa. Okay? And then we move on to the second word, which is dobre, which means good. Right? So to jest dobre hotel. To jest dobre hotel. Tam jest dobre hotel. What cookie? I'm gonna bend the parts like this. No, step by step, we're getting there. Okay. To jest dobre hotel. Ale tam jest Adam. Okay. Okay. To jest dobre hotel. Ale tam jest piękny komputer. Okay. And then we move on to another word. Obiad. Obiad, it means dinner. Because remember we said the word ale, which means but. Depending on the context, it can be used in different ways, right? So we have here, for example, ale dobre obiad, which means I think, oh, what a beautiful dinner. No, what a good, what a good dinner. So to be ale dobre obiad. Ale dobre obiad. Ale piękny hotel. Ale piękny hotel. Okay. Then another word we're going to move on to here is kava, which means coffee, right? Kava means coffee. Okay. Spokojnie. We're doing this. Okay. Tam jest Adam, ale tutaj jest kava. There is Adam, but here is the coffee. They've not direct correlation. I know that. As long as we just make something, the important thing is just put the ingredients in the pot, and then we'll move on. Kava, hotel, ale dobre obiad. Ale dobre kava. Okay, cool. And then we'll move on also. Okay. Glamnia. Glamnia means for me. So glamnia. Glamnia. Glamnia means for me. I think you'll be asking like, oh, like, is this for me? This is for me. Glamnia kava. Computer, yes, glamnia. To hotel, yes, glamnia. To hotel, yes, glamnia. Aha, so if it's like a question, just like the question was goes at the I clocked it in now. So if it's a question, right? Like, is this coffee for me? The glamnia comes at the beginning. I know it's like English. Is this my is this coffee for me? This coffee is for me. That's like two different. That's the question and the other one is the statement. So I think it's the same. It's the same vibes here. Glamnia kava. Komputer jest glamnia. To jest glamnia obiad. Tu. Oh no. Tu jest glamnia obiad. Oh. Tu jest glamnia obiad. So it means here is food for me. Hey. I'm just basically repeating the notes here so that at least I can remember, because I was also writing it down. Otherwise, it's war. Okay. And then now we move on to this thing now that's confusing. Okay. How to say this, right, with nouns and like, because you said like it changes, remember? So it's all feminine nouns end with ta. It's like a rule of thumb. Not all, but of course the exceptions, Most masculine nouns end in 10. And then, meaning when you say this, you're either using 10, which is masculine, or ta, which is female. Okay. So this is the thing that I was speaking about. Like when you learn like this foreign languages, especially when you come from like an English speaking background, because we don't have genders. Like in English, there are no genders. For example, in German, there are genders, which is neutral, masculine, or feminine, right? For example, a table, right? So it has a gender, and so forth. So in this case, also, I think that's what happens when you use the word this, right? This, when it's masculine, if you're referring to something, that this becomes 10, and then the feminine becomes ta, right? Which is a noun. For example, 10 obiad. Obiad, remember we said is dinner. The word dinner itself is masculine. So because it's masculine, we have to say 10. I'm clocking it in now. Okay. So 10 obiad jest dobre. 10 obiad jest dobre, which means this 10 obiad jest dobre, which means this dinner is good. Hotel also is masculine, so it's computer. So 10 hotel jest glamnia. 10 computer jest glamnia. Glamnia jest obiad. Hey, let me double check that. Yes. Huh? No. Glamnier obiad without jest. Glamnia obiad, glamnia hotel. Okay. And then remember we said kava means coffee, right? Coffee is feminine. So that means it uses ta. So ta kava. Ta kava jest glamnia. Glamnia kava. Ta kava jest glamnia. This coffee is for me. So that are just like the basic rule, basically. I think we're also going to find neutral nouns. Okay. And then the 8th one, right? Jedzenia. Jedzenia means food, right? So tam jest jedzenia. There is food. There is food. Or like there's food. There. Where? There. Where? There. There. Tam jest jedzenia. Also, tam jest jedzenia. Right? Okay, and then we move on to he/she has. So on, which is for he, slash ona ma. On ma hotel. That means he has a hotel. Ona ma hotel. Okay, so that refers to she has something. On slash onama. On is for masculine, and then ona is for feminine, right? So for example, Anya ma piękne hotel. And remember, in this case, I think because hotel is masculine, the piękne ends with a Y. And then on ma piękne computer. That means he has a beautiful computer. Okay? Okay. Jedzenia. Food. Jedzenia. Okay. So now we're going to move on to the fourth, okay, not the fourth, but another point here, which is that. So that can be divided into two, but is a combination of this, which is tam, and that, which is either ten or ta, depending on whether it's male or female. Okay, so let me just break that down. Right? That is a combination of this plus that. So remember we said this is tam. Yes. Yeah, ne. Okay. So ta. Okay, that. Okay, so tam 10. This tam. And a combination of that, which is 10. I think I just mixed everything up there. Yeah, ne. Okay, so it's going to be tam 10 hotel jest dobre. So that means that hotel is good, right? And then if it's feminine, which is kava, that means it's going to be tam ta, because remember ta, kava jest dobra. Okay. That's going to be long. So that can be divided into two, which is a combination of this. This is a breakdown of either as 10 if it's a masculine, or ta, which is a female. And that. Oh, and there. And here. And here. So, ish. Oh, wait. And here. No, there. Marawa. And there. It's there. Wait. Yeah, it's there. Wow. Ish. The confusion when you're learning a language, bro. Yeah, it's that is a combination of this, which can be broken down to 10 or ta, and then there, which is tam. So remember we said tam. Yeah, we said Daniel yes 2, hotel yes tam. So Daniel is here, but the hotel is there. So we say that is tam 10 hotel yes dobre, and tam 10 obiad yes dobre. Okay, so let's do the last one for today. Jedzenia. Jedzenia. Oh, jedzenia means food. I wanted to say Jevchina. 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 Jevchina, which means girl. So remember, if you want to say that, no, if you want to say this, we use ta. So ta Jevchina, yes, pink na, because the pink na now changes because it's feminine. So instead of a Y, it comes with an A. So ta Jevchina, Jevchina jest piękna. So this girl is beautiful. If we wanted to say that girl, then we would have said tamta. Yeah, tamta dziewczyna jest piękna. Aha, okay. So this one is a quiz basically based on what we've learned so far. How do we say this hotel is beautiful, but that one isn't? Okay, let's try. This hotel is masculine, so that means my brain can't freeze like this, bro. 10 hotel jest piękne, ale tamta nie jest. Campton. Okay, I see where I made a mistake. 10, because the hotel is masculine and want to say this. So 10 hotel jest piękne, ale tamten, which is that, or that one, nie jest. So I think the nie here is just in like a negation, which means no, it's not. Okay, let's try another one. This girl is beautiful, but that one isn't. Okay, this. Ta dziewczyna jest piękna, ale tamta nie jest. Okay, how do we say this dinner is good, but this one is not? This dinner, this is dinner. What gender it is? It's masculine. Okay, so 10 obiad jest 10 obiad jest dobre, ale tamten nie jest. Aha. Okay, how do we say he has food? So food is jedzenia, and then he has on ma jedzenia, which means he has food. On ma jedzenia. Yeah. On ma jedzenia. On ma PlayStation. On ma computer. Yeah, that's going to be a long journey. This is going to be a long journey. Nonetheless, that's all we did for today. Yeah. So I also want to shout out to Learning Polish with Weronika, because I think this is also on her YouTube channel, the mini course, basically. That's like an introduction to Polish. So yeah, shout out to her, honestly, because that's the course that I'm basically using to learn Polish. So yeah, so far I think we'll see how it goes. But shout out to her. This is on her YouTube channel, by the way. So I'm also just going to link it so that if you are going to learn Polish, I have no affiliation to her whatsoever, by the way, just putting it out there. But I think, yeah, I'm just going to learn with her cause. So I might as well just give credit where it's due. So yeah, this is like a young introduction phase that I think is actually on her YouTube channel. Yeah, so yeah, bit by bit we'll be getting there. Bit by bit we'll be getting there. So yeah, man, if you speak Polish, do comment how else I can get better speaking Polish. Or if you're interested in learning the language or you are learning the language, let's fight this war together. And we will prevail. We will prevail. So yeah, man, if you have any tips as into how I can better, how I can better my Polish, or what mistakes that I also made, maybe it was the pronunciation, because again, yeah, because I come from an English speaking background, some words like hotel, I realized halfway through that, oh no, it's hotel, not hotel, you know. Yeah, it's ta hotel, hotel, yes, pink. Yeah, it's a whole English thing, but yeah, this was the first episode, the first lesson of learning Polish, and yeah, let me know what you think, and we're looking forward to many more. Nara, dziękuję, dziękujemy. Now we cut. Okay.